You're watching the Coast to Coast Sports Show. Fit tip? We want to hear about it. Simply log on to coasttocoastsports.net under Contact Us tab to book. Health and wellness, making life better one day at a time. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here with another fit tip. Today, we're at Zealous Medi Spa with Darcy, the director, and we're going to be going through some of the services that is offered at this terrific location. Darcy, nice to be here with you today.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Now, what brought me to Zealous is a couple of things. Men, we do need to get pampered, but that's exactly what brought me here. But above and beyond that, we also came here for something called the Eurowave. And this is something that was extremely important to me. Anytime you might go through some type of abdominal surgery, perhaps have a child, cesarean section, these are things that might help you recover a little bit easier without having to do the ab crunch. So, Darcy, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Eurowave and how it works?
Perfect. So the Eurowave, how it works, it uses a faradic wave. A faradic wave is a wave that works with your body to create muscle and muscle memory for you. So each 18-minute session on the machine is equivalent to 200 perfect sit-ups. You'll never be sore from a treatment because it works directly on the muscle, does not bypass the brain to create lactic acid, which is what makes you sore from a workout. So safe, effective, easy, immediate results, and it can be permanent as well.
Yeah, so, I'm coming back for my third treatment here. We thought that we would do some before and afters just to show that this is the real deal. And what we thought is, my first session is when I went through it, a little bit of stiffness in the ab and the back. I played high level sport, but it really did give me the feeling like I did 200 perfect crunches. So that was a great thing without the soreness or the stiffness, like Darcy mentioned, with the lactic acid. So I encourage you to come down, check it out, and some of the other great products and services that are offered here at the spa. Darcy, why don't you lead us through, let's go and see where the magic really happens here.
Perfect. So here in this spa, we have a variety of different services, different rooms for those things. This one here in particular is the Eurowave room.
Okay, so we've got quite a bit going on here. Now, we're in the midst of COVID. We know that the spa practices safe social distancing. For the sake of our conversation today, we are 6 feet apart, as you can tell. But there is some sterilization and things that are happening here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the process and what we go through?
So here, for the Eurowave the sponges need to be wet in order to conduct the faradic wave. So for the sanitization purposes, as well as the comfort of the client. So.
Yeah, and the warm pad did make me feel a little bit more comfort and at ease, especially in the abdominal area. Now, we have a measuring tape here. I guess that's to identify where you were at the beginning of the session and where you'd be at the end of the 18 minutes. Can you tell us a bit about that?
So especially for your first treatment, you're guaranteed to lose 1 to 3 inches. So what happens is, because it is 200 perfect sit-ups on the muscle, it tightens the muscle, and that's where you get the immediate inch loss. So especially for people who are coming in for their first time, we do measurements before and after so that we can show you exactly what you've lost, and you can feel it as well. So yeah, that's what the measuring tape is for, and the straps are just to hold on the sponges and the hook to the machine.
Okay. So here's the part that everybody's been waiting for, to see this bad boy in action. So I'm already in my Superman outfit. We're going to get cleared out. Get me on this table, and then we're going to show you exactly how the stimulation works. Be right back. So here we are. We're getting ready to enter into a session to show what the steps are like, so that you're a little bit more at ease when you're doing it. Now, something that I found very interesting with the Eurowave inch loss, it provides you toning, non-surgical bust and bottom lifts, which is great as well. So I think it's something that anybody should try to come down and just do once. It's very relaxing, and once again, it gives you a nice tone. Try it out. Darcy, explain to us a little bit about the process and how we get started when a client comes in.
Absolutely. So, brief explanation first, if the client wants, and then they can have a lay down. We start off usually with measurements, doing the full treatment.
Okay. Well, quick measurement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So come and have a lay down. So I need your pants just down a little bit, shirt pulled up so your midsection's exposed,
Sure.
and have a lay down.
Okay. Good enough?
Perfect. Okay, so for measuring purposes, as long as you're measuring consistently in the same area and the same way, the results will be as they are. So I'm gonna get your arms up underneath your head for me and your ankles just together.
There we go.
So I'm gonna measure in 3 different areas.
Now, for the viewers that don't know, a little bit over 20 months ago, I had an organ removed. I had my gallbladder removed, and this is the reason that I think this machine is great to help me get the confidence in my lower abs to get back to it.
Okay, so now I'm just going to be placing the sponges. I'm hooking them to the machine, and I am placing them throughout his midsection.
Now, Darcy, is there some keys to the positioning on where you're putting these pads, or could you just put them randomly?
No, there definitely is. So basically, on each lead, you have a positive and a negative interaction. So you need to be placing it so it's basically pulling together the muscle, tightening that so it needs to like attract. So they do need to be in specific placements.
Okay. Now, tell me a little bit about the amount of electricity that's going to be pumping through this when the machine starts.
The faradic wave is ran by hertz.
Okay.
So when you start off your session, you start off at a 600 hertz. So that's your warm up. So your first 2 minutes on the machine is just a warm up. So it's a light, soft wave to penetrate the outer muscle tissue, get you ready for the workout, kind of like you'd be warming up at the gym.
Right.
Then after that, after the 2 minute warm up session, what I do, I switch the hertz. So in hertz, as you go lower, it becomes stronger. So we change it to a 400 hertz to actually start working out the muscle itself.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that this is not supposed to be a replacement to your lifestyle. You should still go for walks, get some type of exercise, lift some type of light weight. But it is a good way to complement the workouts that you do. Is that right?
Absolutely. So we never claim that any of our services replace a healthy lifestyle. We definitely recommend exercise, eating healthy, drinking lots of water. Lots of them use the lymphatic system, so it's very crucial that you are drinking lots of water to be flushing everything out.
Okay.
So there's specific coordinations that you have to do with the machine before you're setting up. So this just shows that we are going to be starting his warm-up. So before that, I'm going to get Vin to bring his arms down, either across his chest, at his sides, whatever's more comfortable for him, and just relax. So I'm just going to start him off with a warm-up. So the first 2 minutes on the machine is just a warm-up. It's a light, soft wave to penetrate the outer muscle tissue to get you ready for the workout, kind of like you're warming up at the gym.
Yeah, I'm trying to describe the feeling. You can feel these small electric pulses going through your abdominal. A little bit of a tightening, by the ab, but it feels good. It's a good relaxing warm up, like you said.
Yeah. I think relaxing is a key word to it. It definitely feels different. I tell most of my clients it's probably something you've never felt before. Yeah, I get all sorts of comments about
the airway. Now, 2 minutes. So then, how many sessions within a week period would you suggest that if somebody begins this journey, they should come back and do?
So 2 to 3 times a week for best results. The results after one treatment are the 1 to 3 inches. The results will last 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
So ideally, I'd want you back within that 3 to 5 days to be doing another session. So basically work on the muscle we've already created, plus create a little bit more muscle memory every time you come.
Oh, good.
After 10 sessions consecutively in one area, I can guarantee a dress size loss, guarantee that to stay off for 6 to 8 months, providing you don't gain any weight. But it's muscle and muscle memory. It's always going to be there for you, whether it's covered up.
Right.
So even if you were to gain a little bit of weight with some physical activity or coming back for a few sessions, should get you back to the same size that you were.
So then, let's talk about milestones, because everybody wants to know that they're hitting a target. So if you're getting a
Sorry, Vin, I'm just going to interrupt you for one moment. I'm just going to switch your wave, so it's going to feel a little bit different, a little bit more intense.
Oh yeah, that is a little more intense bump up there.
So it's just switch to the 400 hertz rather than the 600 hertz, the warm-up versus the actual workout.
Right.
So because you've had another treatment previously, I do have an intensity already scheduled for Vin, for yourself, sorry. So basically, I'm just going to bring you up one intensity from what you were the last time, as long as you are feeling comfortable.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So, sorry, what were you?
Yeah, I was just seeing that.
Milestones.
Yeah, the milestones, so that we would have these different accomplishments. So you get measured on your first visit. Would you get measured again on your 5th visit, 3rd visit?
Yes.
Where would you get?
Normally, first visit, before and after, that's like your trial period. So we do first-time treatment pricing. So your trial for the Airwave, for example, is $30. So $30 for your first time. Try it out. See if you like it. See if it's something that you want to continue on with. And then after that, there's packages and things. So normally we would measure for first and after for the trial, and then when you're starting a package, we measure the first treatment, the 5th treatment, and the 10th treatment. So dress size loss, basically take a tight fitting pair of pants. You should be able to stick your hand down your pants and move it freely after the 10 sessions. It's hard, like you can't really use tights or anything as an example. You'd have to use a pair of pants or a dress for a woman, put on that dress that you love so much, and try it back on after the 10 sessions and just see how it fits you just a little bit differently, a little bit nicer, things like that. How are you feeling so far?
I feel great.
Are you okay for me to continue on?
Yeah. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the feeling that I should be experiencing as I'm going through this?
Perfect. So first time treatment is a little bit more we talk a little bit more about what the client's actually feeling, how they're feeling. So first treatment, basically they should be feeling a pull from the outside in and down like a zipper. And then a rolling or a kneading down the center of the tummy. So normally they start off like that, rolling and the kneading. When that becomes a little pretty dominant, then we leave it at that. And continue on.
Now, the great thing about the spa is it's kind of a bit of a one-stop shop, right? When you come here, you could get a variation of services that are provided. On top of that, picking up some supplies. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about the different products and services that you can come here and get. Take it away.
So our spa was based on and created around the idea of corrective skincare and body care without any injectables or incisions. So basically, like, we tailor your birthday suit. So we do everything from corrective facial care, so microdermabrasion treatments, instant facelift, skin tightening, to all sorts of body contouring services as well. So alongside the Eurowave, a lot of clients do packages of Eurowave and lipolaser treatments. Lipolaser basically melts the fat. Eurowave creates that tightening and the toning and the inch loss with the muscle. So they work very well hand in hand because they both do different things. We also have a few like full body detox services such as the Universal Contour Wrap. Alongside the body contouring services, we do run a weight loss program. It's more along the keto style. We help you through it. We've kind of created our own style that way, and we do provide the foods and things like that, free consultations. And then we also do skincare. So with the skincare along the services we sell Dermalogica. So we have 3 Dermalogica experts that are at the spa. So Dermalogica experts basically mean that you have gone through all the education and you've passed the expert assessment. So yeah, I'm proud to say that there are 3 of us here who use the Dermalogica products and who are very well educated on that.
Yeah, and then St. Boniface, you're very easy to find. But now that we're in the virtual world, why don't you tell the viewers on how they can find you?
So we're available, we have a website, so www.zealousmedispa.com. We also have a wide following on Instagram and Facebook as well. You can message through there, through the business center. We use a program called Demand Force, so off of any computer and stuff, you can book an appointment online. If you are an existing client, you can have access to be able to book your own appointments at your own convenience. Or leave messages 204-415-3159 or send an email. Yeah, there's many different ways you can contact us and book appointments and find out some more.
And one other thing that I know the spa offers is promos, monthly promos.
Yes.
So why don't you just tell the viewers why, as a bonus, they should really reach out.
So yes, we do monthly specials every month. They switch up all the time. Sometimes we use things in conjunction. So March, for example, was our detox month. So we did a lot of services that dealt with the detox of the body, the Universal Contour Wrap, facial detoxes, and different things like that. So on our website, there is access to it. We do post it on our Facebook and Instagram, the different specials of the month. As well as we send them out to our clients every month as well. And don't forget to take advantage of our birthday credit. So your birthday month, you get a $30 birthday credit that goes towards a therapeutic pedicure, a Pro Skin 60, which is an hour-long facial, as well as a Eurowave treatment. So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot to offer here down at the spa. I think that the phone is going off just to remind us that we must be coming up to that 18-minute mark. So why don't you tell us where we are as far as intensity? What would we do on the next visit? And,
Absolutely. So we are one intensity higher than we were last time with your treatment. I made sure that you were comfortable and things like that. So we are on the last 8 minutes of the full session. Yeah, just letting the machine do its job.
Okay, well, I'm going to sit here, try to get into a little bit of relaxation mode until this is done. And when we come back, we'll wrap things up with Fit Tip. Be right back.
Fit Tip.
Hi.
Guess we're going back.
Yes, I'm Robin. Come on in.
Back here at Hunter Physiotherapy and Massage. We're here today with Robin. Robin, what brought me here today is sitting at my computer, and my upper back is killing me.
Okay.
I don't know what it's from, but I came to see you. So,
So whereabouts are you feeling it?
well, to be upfront with you, it's kind of just right in my shoulder blade right here.
Okay. When did that start? How many days ago?
I'd say probably within the past week.
Okay, so it's recent.
Fairly recent, yeah.
Okay. What do you do for work?
Paper push all day long.
Okay. So you sit at a desk, on a computer. Okay. So, have you had any previous injury to that shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've played high-level sport. You know, you're always injuring. You got your hands above your head. Creates a lot of injury.
So have you done rehab for that shoulder before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All
I
right.
have.
So you're familiar with exercises and things for the shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to take home my homework.
Excellent. Are you still doing exercises that you used to do for your shoulder?
I have to say, probably not, because I'm training and weightlifting different. So
Okay.
I think that the chronic problem is probably starting to come back.
Okay.
Even more so now that I'm hunched over a computer.
All right. So what we need to do is we need to open you up the opposite way. If you're always hunched at a computer, then we need to open you up to open your front body and to strengthen the back body so that your body is strong enough to keep you upright. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So first I'm going to take a look at your shoulder. We'll see the range of motion and see if there's any spots that are, if there's any areas that are really tight, or if there's very sharp pain anywhere that could guide me to something else, something being out of alignment. And then after that we can get into some massage and some exercises and stretches.
Okay, great. Well, I sure don't want to take into the next step wearing what I'm wearing. Then I jump into my Superman outfit, and then we'll get into it.
Absolutely. Sounds great.
All right.
So we're just going to move that shoulder blade around. Sometimes the shoulder blade can get stuck on the ribs. Get into all those muscles around that shoulder blade. If it's too much, you let me know. All right. Getting that blood flowing. Finding those spots. And often when you work at a computer, the muscle that lies right on top of the shoulder blade, the infraspinatus muscle, it gets really fatigued. Yeah. And there's usually some trigger points in there.
So now, Robin, all those exercises that you showed me before, this will help the shoulder?
It will help the shoulder for sure.
Okay.
It'll help open things up, but it's not going to fix you. The
Okay.
exercises alone won't fix you
Okay.
because there are alignment issues, because there are so many trigger points in the muscles and so much tension in the muscles. Those exercises will help, and they'll be good for you to help you get through your day at work. If you're feeling like your back's getting sore, your shoulder's getting tight, you're getting some pain in your shoulder, get up and do your exercises.
Okay.
But in conjunction with the massage, that's what's gonna really help you heal.
So basically, with my health benefit, when I come in, the main thing is to identify with you my areas that are bothering me, and you'll help navigate my way back to recovery.
Exactly. And each time you come, you may have something else going on.
That's right.
Speaking of which, is there any other areas that we want to work on today with our hour?
Yeah, I think my right knee tends to bother me quite a bit as well.
Okay,
So if we could focus a bit of attention on there, it would be appreciated.
absolutely. So after we finish up with this shoulder, at the back, I'm going to get you to turn over.
Okay.
Okay, so equally as important as getting into the muscles around the shoulder blade, I also need to get into the muscles in the front of the shoulder. So this isn't always pleasant because these muscles tend to get really, really tight in through the pecs because of our postures every day, the shape that we put ourselves in. So these muscles get tight. So I'm going to open up the pack.
Okay.
So again, just tell me if it's too much. Tell me if there's any sharp pain. There shouldn't be. I like to work in gently. We have an hour. So just open up those pec muscles, increase that range of motion.
I guess it's important, like before, to remember to keep breathing through this.
Yeah, keep breathing.
What do you recommend for water intake after a massage?
Lots.
Keep hydrated.
Keep hydrated. The more water you drink, the better you will feel. The muscles and the fascia in our bodies is made up of a lot of water, and we need that water for the muscles to be able to glide on each other smoothly. And when you're dehydrated, those muscles just get stuck together and they can't glide smoothly. They can't work properly together. This isn't a spa.
She's small, but she packs a punch. I'll tell you that much. Oh, yeah, I can feel it. Usually, like with the ball, when I go like that, that's the only place I can really get it on my own.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can only do so much self-care on your own, and then you need an expert to come in and
That's
dig
right.
in.
Save the day. Yeah.
Does that feel all right? Yeah, I'd like to see that range of motion increase, that's for sure. Yeah. So we'd work through all those areas.
Okay.
And depending on what the injury is, what the issues that are going on, would depend on how many times you'd have to come in. Some people just come in once a month for a maintenance massage.
Okay.
If they're feeling good, they have no real complaints, but they want to make sure they keep feeling good.
So, would every 2 weeks be overkill?
No,
Would every week be overkill?
no,
Wow.
not for this.
Okay.
You've got thick tissue, and this is, an ongoing issue. So every week for the first few weeks, just to really break down that tissue and reestablish good habits.
Okay.
And then we'd reassess after a couple weeks.
Okay.
And of course, whatever I would do on your bad side, I also do on the good side.
Okay.
Not only to keep that balance, but also for me to assess what the good side, what your normal side feels like.
Okay.
So we would always spend
A little
some
time on
time.
both sides.
Absolutely. So tell me about your knee.
Well, one of the things that really tend to bother me is it swells more than this one. I'm not quite sure why that is.
When does it swell?
After high aerobic activity.
Okay. So explosive movements. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Jumping.
Okay. Do you stretch?
Yes.
Excellent. So you stretch your quads,
Yes.
you stretch your hamstrings,
Yes.
stretch your calves.
Yes.
You roll. Do you use a foam roller at all?
Yes.
Okay. Good. And how often do you do those things?
4 to 5 times a week.
4
To 5 times
Oh,
a
I thought
week.
you said 45.
No. 4 to 5 times a week.
Okay, that's excellent. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, so with the swelling, is there pain as well?
Not so much pain.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you could
well,
tell that
that's-
it's puffy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good that there's not pain. You have an old injury to that
That's
knee,
right.
Okay.
Yes.
So what was the initial injury?
Floating cartilage
Okay.
in the kneecap.
Okay.
So I believe that I have to get a scope to have the cartilage drained.
So that could
Smooth
be
out.
why it's swelling, because there isn't enough cartilage in there to support that.